We're going to try this again. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Now, I want you to know that we are multitasking. I am Chisa Penix Brown. Hold up now. I am Chisa Penix Brown of Lady Business, and my company is based in North Carolina. And what I do is I teach people how to market their businesses and give them that show up and show out so that things are consistent online. So I want to welcome you all. If you are watching this on the replay, don't forget you can go ahead and double tap and give those hearts. And if you are watching live, then thank you so much for tuning in this evening. Now, what we're going to do, we have a new format. Yes, honey. So look, we're going to be doing this. It's called the Power Quarter Hour because we're only going to do 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and set our adjustment right here for 15 minutes so that this way we can stay on time. In addition, we're also recording this for SoundCloud so that this way we can do what? Maximize our reach. So I just want to let you know these are some of the changes that are happening for 2015. I told you I wanted you to be able to have a little bit more business presence and make sure that you can be ready for your clients and your customers that are out there. So this evening, what we're doing is this one is called Build Your, did I say 2015? Thank you. I know, right? It's so weird. 2016, because hopefully 2015 is done. But you know what? It's just been so much going on in 2015. It was great. But we're going into, and we're already here at 2016. So this thing, Build Your Following. This Power Quarter Hour, I want to let you know, number one, afterwards, this will be posted on facebook.com/Lady Business Inc. You can also watch the replay on catch.me/Lady Business. And if you have any other tips for things that you would like me to discuss on a regular basis, because we're going to do this Monday through Thursday from 8:45 to 9, feel free to email me at businessbranding@gmail.com so that this way I can go ahead and address your concerns and we'll go ahead and put something together for you. So when we're talking about building a following, one of the first things that we need to know is which platforms we're on. And so, do we got the block, folks? Hold up. Somebody block that person for me. So when we're talking about building a following, it doesn't matter what social media platform you're on. You just need to be on something that you're comfortable on and that your people are on as well. Your goal is to create a message and get it out to the people. So decide on what that message is going to be. And people just automatically gravitate to things that they're interested in anyway. So if you're going to use something like Periscope, you need to be talking about your business. I mean, that's just it. So if you want to show them behind the scenes, if you want to show them like you're out at an event, if you want to just discuss whatever you're doing with them, make sure that it's something that your people will be interested in. And this is the thing. Number one, hello from Australia. Good evening. Number one, you have to understand that each one of these platforms is different. It's a reason why there's a different platform. Some things do things that are similar to each other, but there are different nuances to each individual social media. And I'm on most of them, but I don't believe that you have to be on most of them. If you know you're not going to be diligent and do them on a regular basis, pick the social media platform that you like best, where you feel like your people will be at, and then go from there and start to build those other social media platforms. Now, I did have a question come in earlier. I'm going to address that a little bit later on because I had somebody send in a question today, actually. And the craziest thing is, people consume information. So find out what the people are looking for and give that to the people. Got to give it to the people. You can find your voice within the space of whichever social media outlet you're using, but just make it as authentic as possible. So I do a lot of join me, join us kind of things whenever I write messages. If you're funny and you have a little humor, then add that in. If you're really serious and very straightforward, then keep that tone. But just understand how each individual social media outlet works. So for instance, to maximize Periscope, one thing that you should definitely do is have a Twitter account. And why? Because as soon as you broadcast, it can go ahead and send out to your Twitter followers and people can retweet it. And so with you guys that are on here right now, if you can just swipe up, if you have an Android, or to the swipe sideways if you have an iPhone, and invite your Twitter followers. that means this message that we're sending out right here will go out to not just my Twitter followers, but also your Twitter followers. And if you're already on Periscope, if you would go ahead now and invite your followers, then this way, the people that are following you can see this message. Because more than likely, whoever is following you, they probably would be interested in what's going on. Even if they're not in business, it's still great information because they may want to be in business. But this is something that you can use in order to help build your followers. Just understand what each outlet does. Number 2. Acknowledge. Okay. We have to make sure that we acknowledge people. So when I see people that are on here with this platform, of course, I like to shout out people. So I see Fit to the T is on here. I see Ms. Idris is on here. I see Janae's on here. I saw Bayes Benson. Acknowledge the people that are on the platform. Now with Periscope, we can talk to people. You know, technically, I'm talking to you, right? What's up? And so with that being the case, it gives me the opportunity to have a conversation back and forth. Even though you have to write and I'm talking, but we can still communicate. Hey there, Fancy Featherstone. So something like that, just to acknowledge the people that come on. But what if you're on a different platform? If somebody likes your post, you can clearly see who liked it on Facebook. If somebody reposted something or retweeted something on Twitter, you can see that they retweeted it. So thank them. Right? Acknowledge them, thank your followers, and make sure that you connect with people. And so connecting with people, you can look at it a couple of ways. One, you can look at the fact, hey there, brown treasures. One, you can look at the fact that you may have interactions with these people outside of this platform. And so because of those interactions, that may cause some type of bond. If you've purchased from other people, which I've done those things in the past, hey there, how are you doing? If I've purchased from you, I usually like to acknowledge the fact that I've purchased from you, or if you've purchased from me or I've been a client, acknowledge that, right? But also ask people to follow and ask them to share as well, just like I did this evening. Because the thing is, you know, no matter how many people you have on here, you can always have more followers. I don't think there's a limit on followers. So, I mean, get people to share that message with as many other people as possible, right? And the other thing, ask people to follow in other places. So for instance, when I showed you this lovely little sign, because it's 2016, and I wanted to make sure that we had good signage with color and words that were easy for you to read and definitely dark enough so you can see the font. I'm also telling you here to go onto the Facebook, and this way you can see the message. You see that, right, girl? You laughing at me. I know that's right. So when it comes to this, then I'm also telling you, you can follow me on those other platforms, because this is the thing. Periscope is new. Thank you. Periscope is new, but I've had my Facebook account for years, right? Catch is also new. I had that after Periscope, but I have people that say, well, where can I catch your replays at? And so if I tell you, well, look, you can go to Catch, they're automatically going to be there. And so if you follow me in one place, then you can follow something else from your favorite place, Office Depot. No, but you know what? I did actually print this at the house, but I bought some super great paper from Office Depot for $2.74. And it is a lovely bright white and a good hand. Well, because I bought new ink and I already had a printer. So I printed this here, but my sign holder is from Office Depot. I don't cheat on Office Depot, though. We don't cheat on them with Staples or anything else. No UPS store, is straight Office Depot over here. All right. But other things to take into consideration with acknowledging people, ask them for their email addresses. Now, they don't need to actually type their email address into like here on Periscope, but you may have an email list where people can sign up for. And that's another way to be able to get people to find out what you're doing and be able to give you their information. Now, let me tell you how to do that really easily. Number one, I use MailChimp. You can use a different one if you want, but MailChimp will automatically generate you a link where people can sign up. So for you, if you have your Facebook business page, in the call to action up in the top by the cover photo, they have an opportunity for you to put sign up there. So if a person wanted to sign up for an email list that I'm sending out, I would send them right to my Facebook page, and all they have to do is click sign up and they get added to the email list. Now, what this does is it saves me time because I know that the link is there and I know that it's active. It also brings people from this platform to Facebook to be able to look at the page. Hola. And what it also does is it keeps me from having to physically, look at people's handwriting and transpose things and, and transfer the information from just having people write it. So that's another thing. It just acknowledges our number 2. Now, our number 3 is niche. Okay. Niche or niche, depending on how you want to say it, right? And people say a niche market. So find a niche within your industry that needs your products and services. Because the thing is, let's be clear, everybody does not need what you have, and everybody does not want what you have. So when we take that into consideration, we have to find our little piece of the world. And think about it. It's how many other people out here that are doing business tips, that are talking about social media, that teach. It's so many other people, business consultants that do similar things to what I do. But it's something about me that is going to pull people in to what I do. So, you're going to gravitate to whoever you like. And the thing is, some people can give out great information, but maybe they talk too slow. Or maybe they talk too fast, or maybe their periscopes are too long. And so just with that tip, one of the things that I wanted to do this year was cut down the length of my periscopes. And so I said this 15 minutes, this power quarter hour will give you great content, and you can get your pen and paper out and write it down, because this is similar to coming to one of my classes. And it's free. And I'm willing to give this information to you for free. So with that being the case, if you can start to build this niche of people, you can separate yourself from the competition. And then when you have something that you want to offer people, something that costs something, by you giving that information, people can make the decision on if they want to invest with your business or not. So think about it, right? Our number four is SEO, and SEO stands for search engine optimization. And even though you may not think about it, I need you to think about it. So what I did in this Periscope, and you can go back and look at the title of it. I told you that this was going to be the Power Quarter Hour, and I told you what it was going to be called, which was Build Your Following with hashtag Lady Business. Then after that, I also did hashtag PR, marketing, social media, and expert. And I'm going to tell you why I chose those things, because those things are what represent my industry, the industry that I'm in. It's important, even though you think, okay, well, it's just a title. Cool, it's just a title. However, when I go and this goes and shares to Twitter, people that are on Twitter looking for those particular types of hashtags will see that, and then they'll gravitate toward this post, and it could be something that they're interested in. So they'll click on it, right? The other thing is, when this gets shared to my Facebook or anything else, any other place that I want to share it, you want to use the hashtags that make sense for your industry. But one thing that I want you to do, and I always tell people this in my classes, one thing that I really want you to do is create your own hashtag. Create it for your own business. Whatever the name of your business is, create that hashtag. And when you use and you post things out there, always post your hashtag. So if you look at most of the stuff that I put out, you will see hashtag Lady Business on almost everything, because I need my branding to be consistent, which brings us to number 5. Number 5 is consistency. That's right. Hashtag do it daily, right? Consistency. So this is what I need you to do. If you don't have a logo, I need you to get one. So use your logo, use your colors, use your website, use your hashtags, and use your voice. I promise you, if you have that together, what you're doing is creating a brand, right? You've been doing that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I can tell you right there, what she's been doing is on her pictures, and I've seen it on Instagram. Instead of just putting a picture up, she's taken the opportunity to put her website with the logo on there, so people know where it came from. And if they want to refer back, they can go to your website. Decide on the fact that you would like to be a brand and that you want things to be consistent. So that means decide on what colors you want your business to be. Use your logo. You can make it a watermark if you need to. And there are so many apps in the App Store. Tomorrow, what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about some of the apps that you can use on top of your pictures. So I need you to join me back here at 8:45 p.m. for tomorrow's Power Quarter Hour, because I know you want to know some of those apps, so that this way you can personalize your images when you put them out online. It will make it much easier for you to create a brand and create consistency. Now, with that being said, I told you that this was going to be a power quarter hour. Do you know it's almost 15 minutes? Yes, you'll be back tomorrow. It's been almost 15 minutes. And all I want to say to you is just take into consideration that I'm doing something even more extra, going another step. So this is going to be up on the blog, but I'm also, hold up, see? Technical difficulties. This is also going to be up as soon as we finish. I'm going to be posting the actual presentation. That's our 15 minutes. I'm going to be posting the presentation on slideshare.net/ladybusiness. So I suggest that you go on there and you follow me on slideshare.net/ladybusiness so that this way you can get this information right at your fingertips. Now, the great thing about being on SlideShare for me is that you will be able to even download the presentation. So if you want to put it on your phone, you will be able to access this presentation on your phone. If you felt like I went too fast, it's okay. The information will be in the presentation as well as on the blog, as well as on that Facebook page that I told you to look at. So I hope you like this new format that I'm going with for this power quarter hour with Lady Business. And I will see you guys tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you share with your friends and make sure that you come back and always give up those hearts. The blog is ladybusiness.wordpress.com. ladybusiness.wordpress.com. And you can feel free to follow on there as well. So have a great night. Make sure you always show up